Good part of the day. In our program Legislative News, we are going to introduce the legal acts that were adopted during this week. The presidential resolution on additional measures to improve the business support system and further improvement of business environment was adopted. According to the resolution, from May 1, 2021, by the State Fund of Entrepreneurship Support, compensation covering interest on loans in the national currency will be provided to small business subjects at an interest rate not exceeding 1.75 times the base rate of the central bank. Citizens registered in the Register of Social Protection will have guarantees on loans from commercial banks for the implementation of business initiatives up to 75% of the loan amount, but not more than 150 times of the size of BRV. Compensations and guarantees on bank loans will be provided to entrepreneurs regardless the number of loan agreements. At the same time, the total amount of compensated loans should not exceed 10 billion soms and the total amount of guarantees should not exceed 8 billion soms, but not more than 50% of the total loan amount. The presidential decree on additional measures to support entrepreneurship and employment of young people, their social protection and meaningful organization of leisure time was adopted. From May 1, 2021 until January 1, 2023, the amount of social tax paid by employers, except for budget organizations, state companies and legal entities with a state share in the charter capital of 50% or more, to employees under 25 years old will be fully refunded from the state budget. From May 1, 2021, 60% of students of public universities living in rented apartments will be compensated from the state budget 50% of their monthly rate. In this case, the reimbursable part of the rent payment in the city of Tashkent should be not more than 1 BRV, in other areas not more than 50% of BRV. The reimbursable part of rent is paid primarily to students from needy families, exemplary and active students. The university may also reimburse part of the monthly rent to other students living on a rental basis at the expense of their extra budgetary funds. The law on state procurement was signed by the President. By law, the state procurement process involves the following steps: planning of state procurement, implementation of procurement procedures, conclusion and execution of the contracts, monitoring the state procurement process. In accordance with the decrees and resolutions of the President's, projects included in the investment and other state programs can be implemented on a fast-track basis, simultaneous design, procurement and construction works on the terms of commissioning. Procurement procedures can be done electronically. The law will come into force 3 months after its official publication. The presidential resolution on measures to organize the activities of youth industrial and business zones and support youth entrepreneurship initiatives was adopted. According to the resolution, youth industrial and business zones will be established in 290 regions of the country. Accordingly, the relevant 77 youth industrial zones will be fully operational by September 1, 2021, and the rest by January 1, 2022. Broad involvement of youth in business activities is the main task of youth industrial zones. The resolution establishes the Fund for Support of Young Entrepreneurs in the Ministry of Investment and Foreign Trade, which does not have the status of legal entity. Plots of land with an area of up to 1,000 meters squared in the territory of youth industrial zones as an exemption are allocated by the decision of the district or city councils of people's deputies without conducting online auctions. Financial resources are provided for a young business entity for a period of up to 7 years in an amount not exceeding the equivalent of $100,000. Government resolution approved the regulation on the procedure for installation and operation of special automated software and video recording of violations of traffic rules by business entities on highways. According to the regulation, allocation of places where entrepreneurs can install a system of photo and video recording of violations on the roads will be carried out through the online auction Yeidra auction. The system will be installed by entrepreneurs who have won online auctions at the facilities attached to them. The system will be tested for 10 days after installation and no fines will be charged for violations recorded during this period. When violations are incorrectly detected by the system, entrepreneurs are obliged to compensate all material damage caused to the person who is found to have committed the violation. According to the resolution, the amount of the fine transferred to the entrepreneur for violations recorded through the system is as follows. Within 1 year from the start of the system, 50%, 1 year after launch, 25%. State Traffic Safety Service of the Ministry of Internal Affairs is the authorized body that oversees the installation and operation of the system. Government resolution approved the regulation on the procedure for holding the Eurasia International Theatre Festival. According to the regulation, the festival will be held every 2 years from 2022 in the last 10 days of October in Tashkent with the participation of theatre groups from Uzbekistan and abroad. This festival is held over the years in a specific genre and direction of the theatrical art in the following sequence: Festival of Dramatic Theatres, Musical Theatre Festival, Puppet Theatre Festival, Festival of Young Audience Theatres. Participants wishing to participate in the festival can apply until February 1st of the year in which the festival takes place through a special email address of the festival. The presidential resolution on measures to improve the order of service in the National Guard of the Republic of Uzbekistan was adopted. According to the resolution, officers of the National Guard are prepared in the form of full-time and part-time education by educational and other institutions of the National Guard system. Special vocational and primary training is carried out in the National Guard training centers in due order. Children of personnel of National Guard are admitted to public preschools at the place of residence or service. Also, in order to reward enterprising and exemplary employees for discipline and impeccable service in National Guard, the departmental badge Veteran of the National Guard of the Republic of Uzbekistan was established. The resolution approved the regulations on the order of service employees in the National Guard. Presidential resolution on additional measures to actively attract investments in the geology sector, transformation of industry enterprises, and expand the mineral resources base of the Republic was adopted. According to the decision, on the basis of unification of joint stock companies Kizilkum Geologiya, Samarkand Geologiya, Surxan Geologiya, Hisar Geologiya, Tashkent Geologiya, State Unitary Entity Central Laboratory and Geobor Technica was established Uzbek Geological Research Joint Stock Company, which have the status of a separate legal entity providing services for geological prospecting. One of the main tasks of the newly established joint stock company is to ensure the development of mineral resource base of the Republic through accelerated implementation of geological prospecting in the regions. The law on the Constitutional Court of Republic of Uzbekistan was signed by the President. According to the law, the Constitutional Court is a permanent judicial body that deals with cases on conformity to Constitution of legislative and executive acts. The Constitutional Court also considers complaints from citizens and legal entities who believe that their constitutional rights and freedoms have been applied in a particular case and violated in an unconstitutional law. The Constitutional Court consists of 9 judges, including the chairman and his deputy. Previously, there have been only 7 judges. Citizens and legal entities have the right to appeal to the Constitutional Court with a complaint to verify the constitutionality of the law if they believe that the law violates their constitutional rights and freedoms and have been applied in a specific case that has been completed in court and all other means of protection have been used. The government resolution approved the regulation on the procedure for selection and admission of candidates to the Academy of the State Security Service of the Republic of Uzbekistan, named after Amir Timur, in the form of full-time bachelor's degree. According to the regulation, the Academy of the State Security Service of the Republic of Uzbekistan, named after Amir Timur, is a basic institution of higher military education and research, which trains officers in the sphere of the State Security Service and Presidential State Security Service. Candidates admitted to full-time education in the bachelor's degree program of Academy are awarded the status of cadets. Stay with us to be informed about recent legislative news.